Hello. So, earlier in the first video I mentioned how to get different materials on, but I just went off and showed how collars worked with the masks. It's very similar in concept, but instead of manipulating the color, as we have done here, what we're going to do with these masks is import them, or sorry, connect them into the various properties here to see what they do. So let's get started. I am using the same character I did for a previous tutorial, just because everything's already set up with the masks, but it's very similar in concept. So I have the masks loaded here, and let's just say I want this pattern with white to show. I want that to be metallic. So if we go back to the color here, all I have to do is connect the red output into metallic. And now it should be changed into metallic. It's hard to see it right now, but if I bring a light and shine it around like this, you can see it's reflecting as if it's sort of metallic. So let's add it that way. It's pretty much what we do. Same thing with specular or roughness. You can see the roughness is affecting everything here. It can be super shiny or super rough. And we can try adding other things on. So let's say the green. And that's now the armor pieces. Or I think it's just his head. And green. Is it just his head? Let's see. Green, blue, red, green, blue, blue. There we go. This is the one we want. Connect that here. And now it's shiny on his feet and hands. I think you can create a pretty cool style this way, or you can use it as a foil for lettering, metallic. You can have metallic accents on top of this. Yeah, general foolery. Let's say if you want, let's take a look here. Okay, let's see what else we can do. All right, let's just say, for fun, if we want these white bits to be light, to be emissive, we're now making a techno night. That's what our brief is. So I believe that was blue. So we're gonna have to create a new shader, and we're gonna create a mix shader and put the blue channel into the factor, very similar to what we did with the colors. So let's start that out. So we're gonna do Shift A, search, emission. So what emission does is it just creates a light. This won't take in any shadow, or sorry, it won't cast any, no, it will cast shadow, but it won't take in shadow information on top of it, because it's like a bright light. We're going to add in a mix shader. So it's very similar to the mix RGB. Let's just bring that up for comparison. That's the same thing, mix RGB, there it is. But you'll notice the only difference is that these are yellow, these are green. Well, we have to do like to like. There are some exceptions, but we'll do green to green. This only takes in color. It won't work correctly if we do it from here to here. You'll see there's a red note saying that that doesn't work. So remember, shader, use a mix shader. Color, use a mix color. So we're going to mix these two in together. And if we put this here, it should be a little funky right now because we're doing halfway. You can see here. So we need a factor. You can see like this is what's happening with this. So we're going to look for our blue factor right here, which should be our patterns, this. So we're going to hook this up into this. And now if we showcase it, it needs to be inverted, or I think reversed. Remember what I said about that? And let's see the strength. Yep, it's always the other way, eh? So we're going to do a different color here, so you can just see that. And I'm going to go into the render properties, turn on bloom so you can see what's happening too. So you can see like I'm just lighting this color up using the same mask, and that's that with this character. I can also move this light away so you can see over here what's happening. You can make really cool things. Something else you can do is like you can actually animate all these properties, like keyframe them. All you have to do is like hover over them, hit I, which now adds a keyframe. Let's say move over here, 0, I, and now you can see that when I play, it's slowly getting dimmer. Good night. Good night, night. That is really silly. Alright, so let's delete this. Delete keyframe. And like, very similar concept with the mix RGB, we can keep adding different kind of nodes on top. But I think this should get you started in terms of adding different actual material properties with the metallic, the roughness here. We've added a shader here. We've made this super bright and light. You know, like techno kind of fella here. Alright, it's just a short one. Thank you.